how the hell do you make your money off of an industry that from start to finish predominantly it has a shit ton of immigrants and knowingly a lot of undocumented immigrants, and then turn around and rip on undocumented immigrants and immigrants? How do you do that? Watch this.
I slept on it and I still want to respond. And I am not going to edit this video. So, here in Chicago, there is a food creator, the hangry little brunette, and she's hangry. She got the rest of us hangry. If you are a food content creator or profiting off the backs of the food industry here in Chicago and you don't back the immigrant community completely and in its whole, you cannot be in this space. And I'm going to say it, I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it until the day I die. You cannot be a food influencer, creator, or anything if you do not fully support the immigrants in this country.
Yeah.
The food industry is built on the back of immigrants, whether they are here undocumented or they're here legally, whatever it may be. The food industry, from when the food is picked, when the food is grown, how the food gets to your restaurants, how the food is cooked, everything, how the garbage is taken out, is all because of immigrants. Okay? So I think it is incredibly distasteful and incredibly disrespectful to come on this page as a Chicago food influencer and make comments about the immigrant community. I haven't been speaking on anything that's happening in Minnesota or ICE because I thought that I had made my stance very, very clear. I did talk about it when they were terrorizing our neighborhoods in Chicago. But I want to be very, 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 very clear that we have to be very careful about the food influencers, the food creators that we support, because they should not be making money off of food videos if they are not supporting the people that are creating their food and making their food.
Amen.
So that is what I have to say. I really hope that you all know where I stand, and I hope the hangry little brunette takes a step back instead of blocking and turning off of her comments. I also think if you say like really bold things on the internet, you need to leave your comment section open. You just do.
Amen.
You do. And she's turned off all the comments on all of her videos. And she's in her own little echo chamber right now. So this is not something that I usually do, but I'm not going to stand by while other Chicago influencers and creators in the food space are talking about immigration in the way that she is. So I hope you have a good day. I hope you listen to what I had to say. I hope you know where I stand, and stay warm. And while you're at it, go get some food or get some takeout from some Chicago restaurants, because we need to support our immigrant community.
So let me just jump in now. That tail part, the end part there, yes, you need to support our immigrant community, but also because we have the best goddamn food scene anywhere. Now, obviously, I'm out in the suburbs. I've lived in and out of the city of Chicago, but Chicago and Chicagoland has the best food scene, bar none. I've been to New York, I've been to Philly, to Boston, to Indianapolis, to Detroit, to Cleveland, to Miami, to Nashville, to Atlanta and Dallas and Houston and LA and San Diego and San Francisco. I've been to all of those cities. There is no food scene like the city of Chicago. None. So you go out and get some. She's also 100% correct. If you are a large creator on any platform anywhere that has access to tens of thousands, if not millions of people, and you say something and you're going to say it with your whole fucking chest, and you leave your fucking comment section on, and you take every fucking comment that comes in, you don't delete one, and if you get ratioed, you get ratioed. I've been ratioed myself. It fucking happens, but you leave those goddamn comment sections on. As far as the whole point of the video, the immigrant community, she's absolutely correct. There are immigrant workers, both legal and illegal, working on farms across America that are growing, fertilizing, harvesting, and packaging your produce, or growing, feeding, and managing your livestock, and then the food gets harvested, sent to a processing plant or packing plant somewhere, and you've got immigrants working there, and meat packing, poultry packing plants, and things like that. You have immigrants that are loading trucks and trains, and immigrants in many cases that are driving trucks and unloading them on the back end at a restaurant or a store. They're stocking shelves, they're cooking food, they're washing dishes, in some cases serving you. I mean, it's every single aspect, like she said. How in the hell do you shit on immigrants in any way, shape, or form if that is your forte? I don't do food content. I show you some places that I like. Hey, check out these fucking joints. But I'm not a food content guy. I'm showing you some of the food content people. But if you're making money in that space, wow. It's gross. It really is. It's hypocritical. It's gross. And it makes you it makes you lose some credibility. How can I watch you go, this is a fantastic meal that I got at such and such restaurant, but the people that made it, prepared it, served it to me, and are going to clean up after me are all fucking scumbags. It's a bit of a stretch on the wording, obviously, but you see what I'm saying. How? It's as aggravating as seeing a bunch of people that you know are hardcore MAGA supporters in your town kicking it in the local Mexican restaurant. Now, good for the guy that owns the Mexican restaurant, or the family that owns the Mexican restaurant, because business is business at the end of the day. Dollars are dollars for that family. However, the hypocrisy of watching people yuck it up over a plate of fajitas with a big old margarita when you know that on their social media is imagery and points of view that equate to the very people serving them their food being thrown out of this country. Listen, guys, whether you fucking like it or not, immigrants are everywhere. They're not just in your food industry. They're not just in your ag industry. They're cleaning up your hotel rooms when you're done staying in a hotel. They're manicuring the landscaping of the office building that you work in, or the one that you're going to go see. They work behind the scenes in the various airports and traffic hubs and things like that. Everywhere you go, they're everywhere. They are an integral part of your life without you ever fucking knowing it. And then you go and shit on them. Yeah, she's right. Look into the people who are food influencers in your area and figure out exactly where they stand on the people that are cooking their goddamn food.